Here we have Shia LaBeouf, tells the guys, come on, let's go, brings up his hands, right? He starts squaring off. Now, what's the dangerous part of this? Again, guys, I'm not talking out of my ass, I'm talking through experience. And I learned more about fights from sitting at the club, watching them, than being in them, right? 10 years working security at the door, I've seen, I don't know, at least 500 fights, from small ones to big ones. Now, when you decide to invite somebody to fight, you're like, come on, let's go. One, when you do it from that distance, what do? One, you give away all your tools, all your weapons, all your tactics, right? Also, you can't actually claim self-defense if you're inviting them to fight. Also, from a tactic perspective, if I'm telling you, come on, let's go, you want to fight? And the guy goes, yeah, boom, he pulls out a knife. Why? Because you invited him to fight. You told him, let's go at it. That distance and the intention that you tell him, if he's got a weapon, he's going to pull it out. If he's got friends and you might not know it, he whistles, hey guys, boom. Next thing you know, you're 3-on-1, 4-on-1, 5-on-1. And I've seen this shit. So let's look at it here. Here he walks away. He's mouthing off, right? And you see the guys are following him. Now, I love Shia LaBeouf and I know he's a tough guy, but here he's instigating this fight because he could just walk away and forget about it, right? And here, again, look, he's like, come, let's go. Right over here, come, let's go. Takes off the hat, brings up his hands, and I know he's a tough guy for sure. But again, it's risky when you do this. It's risky when you do it. This scenario, and I've said it before, could have turned out differently if the guy pulled out a knife and two of the guys suddenly decided to just jump him. And again, guys, I've talked about this. Big difference between fighting in the ring and fighting in the street. Fighting in the ring, I know who I'm going to fight. I know his strengths, his weaknesses. I've trained for him. I've watched him fight. And I know worst case scenario, I'm going to get knocked out. Concussion, broken ribs, it sucks. But in the street, the scariest thing is you don't know who you're dealing with. And I know because I've been there. I'm looking at the guy in the eyes and he's telling me, I'm going to come back, I'm going to shoot you. And you're like, who is this guy? Is he connected? Is he not connected? Is he a made guy? Is he bluffing? You don't know, right? And that's the dangerous part on the street, is that the whole unknown and who you're dealing with. And I would take every threat seriously because I would leave the club at 5 a.m. alone. I was code red alert. I wouldn't let anybody get close to me. And I was always ready with a tactical pen or something in my hands. And I was always, anybody came close, there's no reason why anybody should be opening a conversation at 5 a.m. with me. That's the way I would see it. To go back to this and the invitation to fight, again, if you're inviting the guy to fight, you can't claim self-defense if you knock him out and hurt him, because based on that video, you could have walked away, right? So when we're looking at self-defense, there's so many aspects, not just me defending. It's what happened prior to the attack, what happened during, what happened after, and what is the consequences of your action mean. You do this invitation to fight and you knock the guy out and you kill him because he hit his head on the cement, and I've seen that happen. Guess who goes to prison? Especially if you instigated it, especially when you could have walked away from it. Just something to think about, guys, right? So when people invite you to fight, bring up your hands, create distance. Look, man, I really don't want to fight. He starts coming into your distance, pushing, shoving you, coming into your face. When my hand's up in a defensive stance over here, where I'm trying to diffuse and de-escalate, but I feel threatened and I decide to go preemptive. Well, I did everything to avoid the fight. If the person is following me, closing the distance continuously, then yes, then you have the option to go preemptive. So I tell people you have two options. I either diffuse or I go preemptive. This pushing and shoving, you know who I am, I'm going to... Don't talk shit, guys, in the street. You know who I am, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. No, nothing. Think of yourself as a sniper. Set it up. Draw him in. Lower his guard. Raise his ego. Get him comfortable. Get him to drop his awareness and his guard. And if you can walk away, great. But the moment you feel threatened, you're studying the hands, the feet, the angles, the positioning. Is he looking around? Is he touching his face? Is he pacing? Is he reaching for a weapon? The moment you see that, bang, then you go preemptive. Then you hit hard, fast, and you're out. Don't sit and look at your art, as I call it. Get out as quickly as possible, because you don't know if his friends are going to jump in. You don't know if he pulls out a weapon. You don't know if the guy's on drugs and suddenly he goes down and he shakes it off and he attacks you. And that's what I'm trying to teach you guys here, right? One of the most important things of teaching self-defense is to defend yourself. It's about survival. I'm not making these videos to get anybody killed. I'm not here to teach you guys how to win a fight. I'm teaching you how to survive a fight. And part of surviving a fight is learning how Cobra Kai, no be there. Get out. But when necessary, and you are cornered and threatened and your life is in danger, to defend yourself like a savage, like a beast. Very, very important to program that mindset, right? Because I'm hoping that nobody who watches my videos goes out and picks fight, but does everything to avoid them and protect others. You see somebody else being bullied and picked on, I hope that people who watch my videos do the right thing. Again, it could be just pick up the phone and call the police, create some noise. If you decide not to get involved because you think that your life might be in threat, at least do something. But if you feel that you have the confidence to go and protect someone in need that is in danger, I hope that people who watch my videos will do so. Right? We have that responsibility of the people I feel who watch my videos, and as well me as an instructor who teaches others to keep people safe. And keeping people safe is not going to pick fights. Right? So don't do that shit invitation to fight. You know who I am. I used to see this shit and guys would get knocked down and get their ass handed to them. Stay quiet. Be humble. Right? Keep low. Keep calm. Right? Don't give away to your attacker everything you know. Be like a ninja. Right? And when you attack fast. Surprising. Use the element of surprise to your favor. That's what you have in the street. But if you do the invitation to fight, you don't have that anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's invitation to fight. It went a lot longer than I thought for a video that I didn't have a lot of content or a lot to talk about. But these are important points, guys. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell. You guys have any other fight analysis, reach out to me on Instagram, Nick Drossos Coaching. Send them to me or leave them in the comment box, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and stand strong.